Hi guys, good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? So I am reviewing a really lovely cozy this afternoon. 1 second, just gonna make sure my ear. Okay, it says they're connected. I didn't hear the little ding thing, so let me just double check that. Okay, yeah, I've got the icon that says it's all connected, so that's good. So this is a cozy by author Mallory Pierce. I really enjoyed this book a lot, and every time I put it down, I wanted to pick it back up again to find out what happened next. So, amongst the daily grind of sort of like full on motherhood and being a writer and household stuff, yeah, it drew my attention to every time I put my Kindle down. I was like, oh, want to pick it back up again, want to start reading. So, it's on Amazon for £3.67. I'm on the UK site, and excuse me, coughing. So it's also available on Kindle Unlimited. I can't see an option for paperback, but it's not to say that it's not there. So I might not just be seeing it. So that's the cover. That's the cover. That's the spirit. There's a ghost character that you can see the arm coming out of the armoire or the like chest of drawers or something there, and then you can see the spooked new homeowner, sort of like, what the hell? So there was a lot of comedy in this book, very dark humor, and I found myself actively laughing out loud, like outwardly, audibly laughing. So yeah, that's what I like. I like that sort of the dark humor vibe with murder mysteries, definitely. So let's break down the synopsis, and then I'll give you guys my takeaway from this, and then I'll try and locate Mallory's website or through my Kindle so that I can hopefully give you a bit of a bio on her and a bit of background. So we're connected recently on TikTok and Instagram, I believe, and even Facebook. So she's on all the regular mediums, and she has written other books as well. So it looks like at the bottom of the page, book 2 is Ghost with the Most, which is good. I will definitely be getting that because I absolutely love the banter that the male main protagonist has with his female ghost counterpart, and like how she's his sidekick and she's helping him to like solve a murder mystery, and whilst all the while trying to get to grips with like she can just follow him around at a whim, and how his life has irrevocably changed. Can't get that word out. Irrevocably changed for the foreseeable. So here is the synopsis. Are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably? He's on a deadline and she's just dead. Brought back from the other side by a séance, Gwendolyn Frink, love the name Gwendolyn, so it's like old school names already, has been roaming the halls of her family's Victorian house for more than a century. So straight away, I was like, I felt sorry for the ghost because I thought she spent 100 years alone in her family home, just like wandering around. Like, how lonely must that have felt? She can't communicate with the living, so again, it's sort of like she's really like locked in syndrome, can't have a conversation with anyone, she's just stuck. She can't leave the premises and she can't stand feeling useless. Enter Nolan Drake. His character, he is definitely a character. Wow. So, poor Gwendolyn, she obviously thought all her Christmas had come at once when this new guy buys the house, and like, she's got human flesh to like at least look at, if not try and interact with. Um, Nolan Drake, aka the Guru of Gore. So he's an author and he obviously writes thrillers and horrors and stuff, and you get that from very early on in the story. So straight away, I loved it because that vibe of just familiarity as a writer, like you're dealing with a writer protagonist, so you're all on board with that. You're like, I've got this. I know exactly this world, this, where the guy is at, sort of thing. Except he's like a big writer. He's hit the big time. He's like a Stephen King, if you will. Like he can't go anywhere without anyone noticing who he is, and he's like the big cheese. And then that also comes with another set of side effects of like, having to slap on a smile and be all sweetness and light when you're like, I really just don't want to do this right now. Suffering from a wicked case of writer's block. Oh God, I said it. Wipe that from your minds, writers. Wipe it from your minds. I didn't say it. Suffering from a wicked case of WB. Words that should never come into the psyche of writers. The best-selling horror author purchases an empty Victorian, thinking a change of scenery from Manhattan to upstate New York might get his creative juices flowing again. I think he gets more than he bargained for, to be honest, with this adventure, or misadventure, I should say. You've got to read the book. Seriously, the cover of this book just does not do it justice. It's so well edited and formatted, and I don't recall coming across like a speed bump of like, a grammatical error where there's a word in the wrong place or there's a spelling error. Oh, someone's on the live. Oh, hola. Mi español es muy malo, lo siento. Pero es mi intento hablar español poco a poco. Es necesaria yo practicar mi español poco a poco todos los días. Sí. No, dance and twerking. No. If you want to do about dance and twerking, baila y twerking, read my Pink Club series on Amazon and go and look that up now. That's all about dance. Okay, so where did we get up to? So Gwen, obviously, is thrilled to have a new housemate, even when he turns out to be an antisocial, coffee-guzzling grump. Spectral beggars can't be choosers, right? Because he can see her, and she's like, "You can see me?" Like, what? So she's a very happy bunny. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, the book, it's well formatted, it's really well written. It's easy on the mind. It's a fast page turner. It's got the feel good. It's got humor in there. Like I was actively laughing when I was reading the book, like because that made me feel good because I'm like, oh, I'm laughing. Like this is good. Nolan is not thrilled when he discovers his real estate agent's dead body in the attic of the Victorian, along with its resident ghost. Now, the whole scene, the way that she has unpacked that entire situation to the point he feels like he's hallucinating the ghost because he's having a mental break because he's just come across the dead body. That was so funny, and like his reaction to it as well, like, oh my God, and then there's all the stuff of dealing with the police and getting to know those characters and all the other stuff. So yeah, he's not thrilled at discovering his real estate agent's dead body in the attic of the Victorian, along with its resident ghost, a very talkative, opinionated ghost who insists on him helping her solve the murder of Morgan Charles. That's the name of the deceased, who it kind of sounds like from the first couple of chapters, they're not quite a nice character themselves. Did they deserve to be murdered? You'll have to read the book to find out. It's quite a gruesome murder, I have to admit. I was like, wow, that's actually quite wow for a cozy. Can this unlikely investigative duo crack the case so the streets of Woburn will be safe for the town's annual Festival of Frights? So it's a huge Halloween do. It's very taken very seriously by all the residents, and to the point that one of the neighbours makes themselves known to him, and she's offering him up like a free pumpkin to like carve and into the mood and everything, and he's not there. He's Mr. Greedy Grumps. He wants to have a nice quiet experience in his Victorian home, and within the first 5 minutes there's a dead body. There's the expectation that he's got to like put on lights and airs and graces to appease the town who go bonkers for Halloween, and in the midst of that there's this big investigation going on with him and the ghost, Gwendolyn. Okay, so it says, can this unlikely investigative duo crack the case so that the streets of Woburn will be safe for the town's annual Festival of Frights, or will they run afoul of the wrong person, dooming them both to haunt the Victorian and drive each other batty for eternity? Still no spoilers, you're going to have to read it to find out. If you enjoy sassy sleuths and supernatural shenanigans, That's the Spirit is the book for you. It's similar in tone and content to the works of paranormal cozy mystery authors, Angie Fox, Erin Huss, and Annabelle Chase. So I really like the fact that she's given kudos to other authors that she really likes as well, because I find that the author community as a whole is very supportive of one another on all the platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Everyone will help each other out with sharing, links to new books coming out and new releases, and then, doing read and review swaps as well. So that's a really nice way of connecting with other writers and falling in love with their work, and hopefully having them fall in love with yours. So that's the synopsis. It's really good. It is so good. I will definitely 110,000 million% be reading the second book, and I will give that a review as well. And I will obviously also be reviewing this one on Amazon and Goodreads, because I do that with all books that I read. Right, I wanted to find some information out about the author, because I couldn't see about the author page. So there's a couple of reviews here, so I'll just read you off a couple of reviews to give you guys like the gist of like why it's so fun. So, what a brilliant laugh out loud paranormal cozy mystery. This is from someone called Fred Jones. I love the characters. Nolan, horror author with the writer's block, who faints at the first sight of a ghost. That's pretty funny, that scene. That did make me laugh. Gwen, the century-old spirit who can finally communicate with someone again when his real estate agent is found strangled in the attic. I did tell you it's a graphic death scene. They begin an investigation. I laughed many times at the dialogue between them. The best story I have read in some time. It is so good, guys. Like, you can pick it up. You won't be disappointed. If cozy, feel good vibes is your vibe as a reader, you should so consider this. I was not disappointed. I really enjoyed it. 110,000%. So here's another one by Jean M. Ryan. Enjoyed this book. Author notes, it is her first paranormal cozy. Even as her first paranormal cozy, she has knocked that ball way out of the park. The quality of writing, the quality of storytelling, the quality of the characters and the narrative and the editing and the way it flows, it's really well put together. I enjoyed the characters, especially the ghost. Nice twists and turns and some laugh out loud dialogue. See, it's the laugh out loud element. You will laugh if you read this. It was a quick read with no annoying edit glitches. So yeah, it was smooth all the way through for myself as well. So yeah, there's lots of glowing reviews, and they're well deserved, 100%. So that's it there. That's the spirit. That's the book cover, and it's by Mallory Pierce, Pierce. I have added the link in the description of this video as well. And so I just want to see if I can find Mallory's website. Bear with me. Let's see. Okay, I think I found her on Goodreads. She's got a website, so I can. Let's have a look on. Okay, I'm going to click on Goodreads, because sometimes authors have a bit of a bio. I know I've got one on my own Goodreads page on here. So let's just have a look. Here we are. There's a bit of a bio on her. So this is her Goodreads page. That's her her identifying profile picture there. So that's Mallory's little caricature there, and the little mini bio here says, Mallory Pierce is a third-generation graveyard enthusiast. Tombstones tell such interesting stories. Reader of Nancy Drew, player of Clue, devout dissectologist, look it up. So she's put that in comment in speech marks. And the owner of several fetching trench coats. So it makes perfect sense that she spends her days writing stories about plucky crime-solving ghosts. So it's so weird, because that description is sort of like the way that I saw Mallory in my head. I was like, because she's a writer, like, how would I picture her vibe? And it couldn't be more perfect this description of her if it tried, because of course we bleed our personalities into our characters, don't we? It's just a natural thing that happens with writers. So, despite having visited haunted houses from San Jose to Savannah, Mallory has yet to have a close encounter with anyone from the great beyond. And that's probably for the best because she's sort of a wimp. Shh, don't tell anyone. That's the Spirit is the first of what will hopefully be many paranormal cozy mysteries penned by Mallory Pierce, which is a pseudonym of award-winning romantic comedy author Tracy Bannister. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look up her other books, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I'm absolutely gonna read the second one in this series because I loved it so much. So that's about it, guys. So I can't recommend it highly enough. If you like cozy books, it's way up on my, favorite author list already, which is steadily growing as I do work like this and offer free YouTube reviews for authors, because as an indie author myself, I know that the struggle is real. And I read loads of books and I always review on Amazon and Goodreads. And I was thinking, how can I give authors more reach? There must be a way. So I thought, why not set up a YouTube channel and invite authors to, send me their books, let me sit with them of a week, really focus in, and yeah, give you guys a face-to-face review so you can see it's a legitimate review and it's honest. So yeah, if that's something you'd like to do, let me know. But otherwise, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. Please go and check out this book. It is really, really good. If you need a bit of a uplift, a bit of a laugh, a giggle, and you love like Murder She Wrote vibes, or who's the other author I'm thinking of, Joanna Fluke's Cookie Murder series, which is now a Hallmark televised movie franchise. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. So can't sell it to you enough. But yeah, that's it from me. 5 stars all the way. Praise for Pierce. Can't wait to read book 2. And I will see you on my next review, guys. Okay, take care of yourselves. Please stay safe and well. Look after each other out there. And